Greetings, Liberty students, and welcome to week 4 of BIBL 364 Acts. Just want to bring some things to your attention this week. One of the things that tends to trip students up are the discussion boards. You did your first one last week or 2 weeks ago, and I graded it last week, and then you're going to be doing another discussion board this week in week 4. Let me just remind you that your post is due by Friday night, midnight, and you need to be sure to follow all the directions for that. Remember, you have to cite your textbook and one other scholarly source. And Matthew Henry's commentary would not be considered a scholarly source. Many of you tend to use that, and you shouldn't. Matthew Henry is a good devotional commentary, but it's not a scholarly source. It's dated, and there's been a lot more scholarship since Matthew Henry's day. So be sure you're using a similar item to your textbook. You have to use your textbook, one other scholarly source, and the Bible in your post. So be sure to do that. Then you need to reply to 2 of your peers by the following Monday night. And again, there's some things I usually look for in that. I look for you to compliment your peers on things they do well. I look for you to provide kind, constructive critique of any weaknesses you noted in your peer's post, and you might give them some guidance on how to strengthen that weakness. And then 3, leave your peer with a good open-ended question, a question they can't just answer yes or no, or if they can answer yes or no, be sure to ask them in your question why or why not. That way you're prodding one another to think more deeply about the questions you're asking. Well, this week in week 4, you've got reading in Pole Hill again. If you're using a hard copy from page 210 to 276, or the electronic copy from number 5, Persecution and Dispersal of the Hellenists, 8:1b through 3, up to Herod and Agrippa's Persecution of the Apostles in 12:1-5. You're reading in the book of Acts itself, 9:32 through 12:24. And you've got 2 presentations to watch. The Spirit is given to the Samaritans and Gentiles, and the hinge of the book of Acts, the conversion of Cornelius. You've got, as we've suggested, your discussion board forum 2. Remember to follow the instructions carefully. And then you've got thematic panel 4 and quiz 2. Then, too, this portion is only for students who have yet to submit any exams. Post for the class any discussion materials, or demonstrate your desire to complete the class. I do not think this applies to anyone in this class, but it needs to be shared. So be sure to read down through the remaining parts of this announcement so you don't get an F or an FN. But an FN, I suppose, is better than an F. So be sure to read down through the items here, and be sure to understand the differences in those. Well, that's this week's announcement. Be sure to read the other things that are in the written form. Trust you're having a good experience in learning the book of Acts and you're enjoying the course. God bless you.